Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet Nashta Prayeshva Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Lahayate Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Shigurum Tina Tarinam Mukam Karotva Karayan Sabara Smarane Pangushilankyan Hadehi Taragane Shichaitanya Simhira Navadvipa Avatara Simha Griva Simha Virya Simhira Hunkara Ugram Viram Maha Vishnum Jvalantam Sarvato Mukham Nisimham Vishanam Badram Rityum Rityum Namamyaham. Hare Krishna, dear brethren, dear devotees. Today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 2, entitled Contents of Gita Summarized, text number 16. Nāsato vidyate bhāvo nābhāvo vidyate sataḥ ubhayor api dṛṣṭo ntas anayos tattva-darśibhiḥ nāsato vidyate bhāvo nābhāvo vidyate sataḥ ubhayor api dṛṣṭo ntas anayos tattva-darśibhiḥ. Word by word translation by Srila Prabhupada. Jai Prabhupada. Na, never. Asataḥ, of the non-existent. Vidyate, there is. Bhāvaḥ, endurance. Na, never. Abhāvaḥ, changing quality. Vidyate, there is. Sataḥ, of the eternal. Ubhayoḥ, of the two. Api, verily. Dṛṣṭaḥ, observed. Antaḥ, conclusion. Two, indeed. Anayoḥ, of them. Tattva, of the truth. Darśibhiḥ, by the seers. So, translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Abhay Charanaravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Those who are seers of the truth have concluded that of the non-existent, the material body, there is no endurance, and of the eternal, the soul, there is no change. This they have concluded by studying the nature of both. Purport. There is no endurance of the changing body, that the body is changing every moment by the actions and reactions of the different cells is admitted by modern medical science, and thus growth and old age are taking place in the body. But the spirit soul exists permanently, remaining the same, despite all changes of the body and the mind. That is the difference between matter and spirit. By nature, the body is ever changing, and the soul is eternal. This conclusion is established by all classes of seers of the truth, both impersonalist and personalist. In the Viṣṇu Purāṇa 2:12-38, it is stated that Viṣṇu and his abodes all have self-illuminated spiritual existence. Jyotīṁṣi viṣṇur bhuvanāni viṣṇu. The words existent and non-existent refer only to spirit and matter. That is the version of all seers of the truth. This is the beginning of the instruction by the Lord to the living entities who are bewildered by the influence of ignorance. Removal of ignorance involves the re-establishment of the eternal relationship between the worshipper and the worshipable, and the consequent understanding of the difference between the part and parcel living entities and the Supreme Personality of Godhead. One can understand the nature of the Supreme by thorough study of oneself. The difference between oneself and the Supreme Being understood as a relationship between the part and the whole. In the Vedanta Sutras, as well as in the Srimad Bhagavatam, the Supreme has been accepted as the origin of all emanations. Such emanations are experienced by superior and inferior natural sequences. The living entities belong to the superior nature, as it will be revealed in the 7th chapter. Although there is no difference between the energy and the energetic is accepted as a supreme, and the energy or nature is accepted as a subordinate. The living entities, therefore, are always subordinate to the Supreme Lord, as in the case of the master and the servant, or the teacher and the taught. Such clear knowledge is impossible to understand under the spell of ignorance. And to drive away such ignorance, the Lord teaches the Bhagavad Gita for the enlightenment of all living entities for all time. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. This is one of the very difficult verse in the Bhagavad Gita, actually. You know, it is very difficult to understand. Sat and Asat. Sat means eternal. We know the Supreme Personality of Godhead. We call him Krishna. We call Krishna Sat Chit Ananda. Sat Chit Ananda Vigraha. So he manifests in his Vigraha, in the form, Sat Chit Ananda qualities. Sat means eternity, eternal. There is no beginning and no the end, not the even medium of the Krishna. He was exists always. There is no, we cannot in the, by our calculation say, oh, Krishna appears and, for example, people saying 5,000 years back in Vrindavan. But this is not truth, because he was existing always. And even now he's existing. Then you will ask, where he is? I cannot see. I'm in Vrindavan, I cannot see Krishna, where he is? Because his lila now becomes aprakata. It is prakata lila. When he manifests his lilas 5,000 years back, he came as a human being. So Krishna is Bhagavan. He has 6 opulences. Bhaga means opulence, wealth. Wealth not means just money, house, gold, or something like material. Bhaga means internal, very high qualities which you can develop. This is bhaga. This is richness. Money you can get. They coming and going, coming and going. You can accumulate a big sum of money on your account, or you can have gold, or you have some these rubies, the emeralds, or diamonds, whatever. Richness, a big house, palace. But due to course of time, everything will be destroyed, even the palaces. So we can see the emperors, was so many emperors there on the Earth planet. Where they are? No. Alexander the Great, he came up to India. He conquered whole world, and he came up to India. But he didn't conquer the India. And he did. He was a very great warrior, very big Kshatriya, very strong. But he's not there. Where is the Rome emperor? No, nothing. But Krishna has 6 opulences, 6 bhagas. Bhaga means richness, which nobody has. He has 100% of this bhaga. And Parashara Muni, very great Muni, sadhu, he defines what kind of bhagas Krishna has. He's the most, you can tell me. First, he's the most beautiful. He attracts everybody, especially ladies, by his beauty. That's why for ladies, it's much easier to come to Krishna consciousness than to men. Because he very easily attracts to ladies. You remember when Krishna and Balaram enters to Mathura. Akrura came to Vrindavan, take Krishna and Balarama. Kamsa order it, bring me this Krishna and Balarama. I will kill them in Mathura. He sent so many demons, his friends, nobody can kill. No Putana, no Akasura, no Trinivarta, so many demons every day. Keshi demon, so nobody can kill the Krishna. But then he said, just bring them to me. And he arranged everything to kill them, but it doesn't work. So when Krishna and Balaram, they entered into the Mathura, what they heard? They heard the speech of the ladies on the roof of the buildings. They all gathered there, and they're looking to Krishna Balarama and discussing between themselves how beautiful this Krishna, how beautiful this Balaram, how beautiful the Balaram. What's the lotus feet? Lotus feet, lotus eyes, lotus face. The smiling, blossoming lotus face of Krishna was attracted everybody, but especially ladies of Mathura. And therefore, Krishna's first weapon is his beauty. Nobody can be beautiful as Krishna. There are so many beautiful, maybe men or women in this world, but nobody can be beautiful as Krishna. He's the most, 100%. Characterized as the most beautiful. That's why he's very attracted. And second, he's the most...
Bravest of all.
Bravest of all. Brave. I will tell. Brave. He's the most powerful strength. He has the greatest strength. Nobody can kill Krishna. So many human beings, animals, the Kamsa even arranged Kuvaya Lapida, the elephant. They gave to this huge, gigantic elephant, they gave the liquor. So many big pots of liquor. He was drinking. And he became so intoxicated. The servants were keeping, many people keeping one kuvalayapida just to keep him with ropes. But then Krishna came and just killed young boy. He just killed him. So nobody can kill Krishna. Even he looks just a small boy. You remember at the age of 3 months, by kicking his leg, he kills this Shakatasura. Shakatasura, the demon who entered into this cart. You see, just by kicking this small his feet. He killed him. This doesn't matter what kind of body Krishna has, or what the size of it. But he's all-powerful, Supreme Lord, Bhagavan. Then, Krishna is the most wise. He's not just clever, he's wise. Nobody can cheat him. We can cheat ourselves, we can cheat somebody on our level, but we cannot cheat the Krishna, because he's sitting in everybody's heart as a Paramatma, Antaryami. And he knows everything about us. Even we forget something, some thought coming from here and gone. We forgot about this, because we are forgetful living beings. But Krishna will never forget. He checks this desire, which came and gone, but he checks, and after some times he fulfills. And then we are saying, why this happens with me? I didn't know about that. I didn't want this. But nevertheless. So then he is the most rich. Of course, he's the most rich because everything belongs to him. And in the 10:15, no, it's 16. I want to just tell you. In Bhagavad Gita, he says, I prepare for you. In 8:19, you know this verse. 8:19. Aham sarvasya prabhavo.
It's 10th chapter, 8th verse. 10th chapter, 8th verse.
10th chapter, 8th verse. Yeah, you are right. 10th chapter, 8th verse. Yeah. And you know, this is one of the Chatur Shloki of Bhagavad Gita. There is 4 verses from which the Bhagavad Gita appeared and extended. So this 10:8, one of the Chatur Shloki of Bhagavad Gita. Aham sarvasya prabhavo, mattah sarvam pravartate, iti matva bhajante mam, buddha bhava samanvitaha. I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. He's just stating, everything emanates from me. He takes to Arjuna, he tells to Arjuna, and through Arjuna he tells to us. So everything emanates from me, and everything emanates from me, the wise person, who perfectly knows this, engage in my devotional service, and worship me with all their hearts. So intelligent person will not fight with Krishna. The demons actually very foolish. They're not wise, but wise intellectual person, he will try to serve Krishna, engages in his devotional service and worship him with all their hearts. So this is Krishna's position. He is the supreme personality of Godhead. He is the most rich, he is the most beautiful, the most strong, and the most rich, and most wise. And then one no, this is last, but before that. Famous. He's very famous. You see, 5,000 years back, So many people gone. And we are very forgetful. So many time, 5,000 years back. But we are sitting here now in 21st century in Vrindavan, and we are talking about Krishna. How he's good, how he's beautiful, how he did this, how did that. So he's famous. His fame is spread all over the universes, not only in our universe, but other universes. They're also devotees, maybe in different form, not human like us, but different forms. But they're also sitting together and discussing the beauty of Krishna or his lila in Vrindavan. In every universe there is Vrindavan, place Vrindavan. We are sitting in earthly Vrindavan. In another universe, also Vrindavan, also devotees sitting there. And last, his bhaga or richness, it is his renunciation. You see how Krishna renounced everything. Everything belongs to him, even our bodies. He created our bodies according to his body, like human form of life. And he came here 5,000 years back as a human being. Sometimes he takes the form of a fish, Matsyavatara, or hawk, Varaha, Rupa. Or he can take the form of demigod, the beautiful Vamanadev. He can come in different forms, but doesn't matter. He remains the supreme personality of Godhead. This is Sat, Sat feature of the Lord. He's eternal. And on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, Arjuna was telling to him, "Oh Krishna, look to you, to yourself, and look to me. You are looking fresh and useful and beautiful, like 16 years old boy. And you look to me. I'm looking much older than you, but we are on the same age." You see, he's ever useful, ever fresh. Even he's the oldest personality of this universe. So this is Sat, Sat feature, eternity, eternal. He has no Adi, beginning, and he's not Anta, end. And there is no medium also. We cannot say Krishna appeared on this medium time of period of time. No, he is eternal. And Chit, knowledge, he has knowledge about everything, every living being, not only human form of life, but even some virus. He's inside of that virus. Inside of COVID virus, he's also there. He's operating with it. He pushes it in the same way as us. So this is Sat, Chit, and Ananda. He's ever blissful. He never sad. He's never in some grief. He's always joyful. And this verse, in this verse, Baladev Vidyabhushana gives us two propositions. First one, he said, actually Krishna in verse 2:15, yesterday verse, he first time mentions spiritual goal of a human being. And what is it? Yesterday. No, yes, liberation. Is it so good, Mataji? You see? So you remember. Mostly for us important to remember, because we have no good mind. Now Kali Yuga goes, 5,000 years back Kali Yuga started. Kali Yuga goes 473,000 years. So 437,000 years. So 5,000 years gone. 432 years remain. But you see, is already, we can see so much degradation of the human beings, Not only human beings, even trees, even animals, everything, all atmosphere degrades. And in this Baladev Vidyabhushana, he mentioned that in yesterday's verse, Krishna first time saying to Arjuna about liberation. That's the spiritual goal of a human being. By performing our prescribed duties, every day, everybody has his own prescribed duties. Man, woman, child, old man, young boy, everybody has his own duties. He should prescribe. This is called karma. We should do our karma every day. We should work. This is karma. Karma means our work. But there is karma of two types. There is vikarma and akarma. Karma is ordinary living beings. They have karma. We are all doing our prescribed duties. Vikarma, this is performing of sinful activity. Sinful activity means breaking the law of nature, of Prakriti. There is a law of nature which we cannot break. And akarma, it refers to the saintly persons, to those who are liberated already. They have no karma. They're pure. They're fully engaged in pure devotional service to the lotus feet of the Lord. They're free from karma. Krishna already burned all their karma to the ashes. There is no karma. So here, Baladev Vidyabhushana, he states, by performing our prescribed duties, karma, we obtain knowledge. If you're day by day, you're doing your own karma, prescribed duties, you will obtain knowledge, jnana, which is prerequisite for liberation. Prerequisite means you are preparing yourself on your account, on your spiritual account. It makes day by day, as you very properly doing your karma, day by day your spiritual account is increasing. And will come the day when you will get no any karma. This is akarma. And you will get a liberation very easily. Even said for Ramanuja Acharya that the liberation comes to the door and knocks the door of the pure devotee and says, please accept me. But pure devotee doesn't need liberation. He already liberated. Krishna himself liberated. No need to personified liberation comes and ask, accept you. So there is two things which we should understand very carefully in this verse 16. First, Krishna in this verse clarifies the truth. Absolute truth. Krishna speaks only absolute truth because he is on absolute platform. We are on relative platform. Sometimes this, sometimes that, because this material world, everything changes every time. You see, even by our body, we were young, beautiful boys, girls, and mind was very fresh and joyful. But after some times, we are changing. Our body changes, mind changes. We cannot play as a children. Children, you cannot stop them. They're so energetic. They have and they have very creativity. They can create so many things, even you cannot even imagine. So we were also like this, but after some times, body becomes old. So time is going on. We are changing every day. Every moment we are changing our bodies. So Srila Prabhupada says, nāsato vidyate bhāvo means the material body and all material situations are temporary. They have no actual existence. This is point of this verse. And this verse is very heavy, very philosophical. And I brought Srimad Bhagavatam. There it is very difficult to understand about impersonalism. I will tell you something. So, nāsato, vidyate, bhāvo, never, asataḥ, non-existent, vidyate. He says, the material body and all material situations in which we can be are temporary. That's why, on yesterday verse, he said, why to become happy or become grief? No need to be happy if you have got some money or inherit something, or you found $100 on the way, or you got something, some pause. No need of happiness. No happiness. Why? Because it's temporary. You just got now because you did something in your previous life, and it will be taken away. And no need to be grief, because it's also a temporary situation. It will go away very soon. So just keep your health. Just be yourself and look philosophically. Whatever happens with you, you be observer, dṛṣṭa. You look. This is cinema in front of you, video. You just stay aloof, away. You just see whatever goes. This doesn't touch you, because you are eternal Atma. You are Atma. You are not this body. This body also will go away someday. But Atma, eternal. It is Sat. And body is Asat, temporary. Asat means not existent. Why? Not existent. We are existent. You can see me. I am seeing you. Why not existent?
There's no endurance.
Yeah, no endurance. Those things which are not last long, not long, in eternity, they are not existed. But Srila Prabhupada also says, be careful. For example, he brings the example of sky and cloud. Sky is there. You just go see blue sky. Every day we are seeing. And suddenly came the cloud to the sky. Cloud also there. I can see it. A cloud came and it rains the water. Rain started. And from clouds the water came. And water came to the earth. It nourishes the earth, and next day the vegetation comes, flower comes, and on the field so many vegetation comes. How I can say that cloud is not existent? No, it came and gone. Oh, it gone. And sky is there, every day I'm seeing. But Srila Prabhupada said, this is point of impersonalists. They're saying everything is not existent. They're saying, I will tell you what they're saying. The Mayavadi philosopher, it's very difficult for them to win. They're very tricky, these impersonalists. There are two kinds of impersonalists. One is Mayavadis, the most dangerous. Srila Prabhupada said, never listen the words of impersonalist Mayavadi. They are doomed. You know doomed? What is it doomed? Who knows? The word doomed. Doomed means they will go, they already predicted. They will die. They will die not physically, but spiritually. They already dead spiritually. I will explain how it is going on. And so Mayavadi philosopher says, Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya, means the spirit is truth. Brahman is truth. But jagat means material world is untruth. Mithya, false. How we can say false? If we are sitting here, we are speaking, we have body, we have intelligence, we can hear everything. I'm using tongue, I'm speaking. Microphone is using, he works. So everything works. How I can say this is false? Srila Prabhupada said, this is not false, but it's temporary. Only this concept is very subtle. We should remember this. It's temporary, simply temporary. Temporary in which sense? In the sense, in comparison with eternity. Krishna eternal, spiritual world eternal. There nobody dying and nobody taking birth. No death, no birth in spiritual world. But here, who taking birth, he for sure will die. Because from the womb of the mother, he becomes older every day. 9 months she's keeping in the womb. He came out, he already 9 months. Yeah, 9 months is gone of your life. So this is, idea is the material world is not false. It is temporary. And Srila Prabhupada also said more strong statement. He said, everything, just now we said from Bhagavad Gita 10:8, everything emanates from me. If everything emanates from absolute truth, from Krishna, how it can be false against the Mayavadis? How it can be false? Even this microphone came from Krishna. Even our bodies came from Krishna. How it can be false? Then if it falls, then means Krishna falls. Then Bhagavad Gita falls. Why we are sitting together and every day discussing Bhagavad Gita? So this is Mayavadis. By one saying the Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya, he puts the everything, crushes, destroys. Srila Prabhupada, don't listen from them. You will be also doomed. Doomed means you will go also to death. And this is the most unfortunate situation for human beings, for living beings, for every living beings, especially for human beings, because this is calamity. Do you know calamity? Calamity means like earthquake or tsunami. You are staying and to you coming tsunami, and you have no weapon to stop this tsunami. It comes, it will take you. You're doomed. You're doomed to die. Nobody can help you. Only Krishna. If he wants, if he likes, if you deserve, he said, proportionally to your surrender, I will reciprocate with you. You see? So, statement of impersonalist is untruth in the sense they're saying everything false. Not. It is not false. It is temporary. It gone now. This cloud is gone. It was exist for some times, then it gone. But even sky, it have more duration, more endurance. But after on the kalpa is finishes, this material sky will be also destroyed. It will disappear. Pralaya. Pralaya will come. Nobody will remain here. And what Krishna says in Chaturshloki Bhagavatam, he said a very interesting thing. Yes, exactly. This he said, this is Śrīmad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 9, Text 34. This is second Chaturshloki of Śrīmad Bhagavatam now. And he said, Ritertham yat pratiyeta na pratiyeta chatmani tat vidyat atmano mayam yatha bhaso yatha tamaha. What he said? "O Brahma," he says to Brahma, he's speaking with Brahma. Brahma asked him some questions. He said, "I want to construct this universe. You gave me order to construct this universe. Whatever I'm doing, it doesn't work. What to do? What is my fault? You explain me. You gave me order." And in these 4 shlokas of Chaturshloki Bhagavatam, Krishna explains. He said, "O Brahma, whatever appears to be of any value, if it is without relation to me, has no reality. Know it as my illusory energy, that reflection which appears to be in darkness." You see, this Prakriti, for example, it is just flash of light. Just we are sitting in the flash of light. Just flash come. Our endurance of our lifetime like this. And the kalpa, whole kalpa, it is 1,000 of yes, like Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dvapara Yuga, Kali Yuga, 4 yugas multiplied 10,000 times, this one kalpa. Every kalpa after Brahma goes to sleep at night, pralaya starts. As soon as Brahma closes the eyes, everything destroyed. You see? So there is no endurance. It is only one closing eyes of Viṣṇu, Mahaviṣṇu. He just one, he did, this kalpa is gone. You see, and we are so insignificant in this sense. So these impersonalists, they are bringing a lot of calamity. That's why Srila Prabhupada came. Shunyavadi. This is voidness, emptiness. He said no emptiness in any material or spiritual world. Everything, every millimeter, inch of this material world filled of living beings. And they're saying also, this second preposition from this verse today, nābhāvo vidyate sataḥ. Only those things that are sat, eternal, they truly exist. This is Krishna saying. So only that which are eternal, that thing exists. All other things are asat. Then our body is asat. Yes, body is asat. But what is sat in us? Soul, Atma. Atma never dies. Next to Atma sits Paramatma. And when body dies, all elements of the body, 5 elements, they're going to their respected places, and mind, intellect, and false ego, they are keeping the settled body, they're going to the next body, new body. And Srila Prabhupada said that our human mission of life, every species of life, they have their own mission. So the mission of human form of life, please listen carefully. The mission of our human form of life is to come to the platform of Amritatvam. This is from yesterday's verse, Amritatvam. Immortality. It means liberation. He said, that is Sat. That if we are on the platform of Amritatvam, immortality, you're not thinking, oh, I have pain here, pain here, pain here, what will happen? So many people dying due to this virus, pandemic, so many 50 million people died in India from pandemic. Oh, so many things, I'm also, my body is so weak, so what to do, what to do? You are not on the platform of Sat. You are on the platform of Asat. And this is very dangerous. Because for sure you will die. for sure you will die. But you see, Srila Prabhupada, he gives us example. He left body according to his will. 82 years old, he just stopped to eat. He stopped to eat. Only little water putting on his lips. Because he said that his mission of life is fulfilled. He completed mission of life. He prepared so many disciples. They will continue his mission more successfully than him. He said that he is old man. His mission on this planet is completed. So comes another mission. And whenever Lord gave to him another mission, he left body. This is example by Paramahamsa, Srila Prabhupada. And Srila Prabhupada also said, the whole effort of human being, what we should try, this is how to conquer over birth and death. We should not take new birth, new body. For what? Again to suffer in this material world. And there will be more difficult. You see, just 10 years back, even 3 years back, it was much better. But this pandemic came, so many people died, lockdown, no good food, and everybody's sick. And this vaccination, so many stuff came. But only 3 years back, we didn't know about that before pandemic. So you see, Kali Yuga is progressing. It doesn't stay just, no, progressing. Of course, we are waiting for golden age coming for sure. It always already here. Golden age started from the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance in Navadvip 500 years back. Why I'm not feeling golden age? You can say, golden age is here. You can see how Srila Prabhupada was successful. So many people took to Krishna consciousness all over the planet. American, Chinese, even I am from Middle Asia. There's so many people, different religion, they all taking to Krishna consciousness. Now in Arabic language we have the Bhagavad Gita. Arabian countries taking for studying of Bhagavad Gita. So golden age is there, but we should know that so many new generation comes. For them is golden age. They will continue. And our goal is to understand what is Sat and Asat and teach it to this younger generation, to give them understanding that we should not again go to this samsara. We should go to the planet where Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu performs his leelas. Just now he performs there. You can join there. No need to take again birth. Just go to the planet where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with his associates, they're performing beautiful leelas. And then you will be trained there by his associates, by the pure devotees of the Lord. And then we can go to the planet where Krishna performs his leela, intimate leela with his intimate associates. And then you also taking trainings there. And from there you can go directly to Golok Vrindavana for sure and for eternity. You will become fully Sat. From Asat to be free, it is not easy. And last thing I want to tell you that our philosophy is everything emanates from Krishna, his supreme Brahman, the supreme absolute truth. So it cannot be false. This is our philosophy. This Srila Prabhupada said. This is our philosophy. Everything we have permanent and temporary. So we should keep in our mind that this world is not false. Everything is just permanent or temporary. two gradations. In Vedas injunction, Vedic injunction is ma asataḥ, ma asato gamaya. Don't try to be entangled with asat. Don't even touch asat. Don't think about asat. We are already in asat, in temporary body. Don't be on bodily platform of life. Just look after yourself, just keep a comfort, eat nicely, nice room, nice house, beautiful wife, nice children, educated nicely. This is all asat. Asat. The relatives is a temporary companions. They're temporary companion. And who is eternal companion? Krishna, in the form of Paramatma. He's always coming from one body to another, from one body to another. He's eternal companion. When we will die, body will die. Not we cannot die, but body will die. Our Atma goes out of the body together with Paramatma. Paramatma follows. The Atma follows to Paramatma. They're together going out of the body to the new body. But our goal not to go to the next body. This also asat. Why I should change this asat to another asat, younger one? No need. For what? In last thing, I want to tell you that about, I cannot just not tell about this. You see, this now so many Ukrainian people here. They spoke with me, I spoke with them, and yesterday we were waiting for ambassador, Ukrainian ambassador, but he didn't come because many Ukrainian now, about 500 devotees. Somebody on Govardhan, I went today to Govardhan, I was on Terkadamba, I came from Terkadamba. So many Ukrainian devotees, and flights are cancelled. They have no money, only 1 month visa is over, mostly of them, they have no visa. And you see, Krishna, I read about this. Two people saying, this is my land. Another one said, no, this is my land. And they started to fight between them. And Krishna stays aloof and looks to them, and he laughs. He says, this is my land. Yeah. Why are you trying to beat each other just for my land? It belongs to me, not to you, not to you. It is my land. I created it. You see, he laughs. For him, it is just laughing. He laughs on those who are claiming to be a proprietor of the land. And last thing, this is last. For those, now they're using so many weapons, and devotees in the Ukraine, there's already Russian soldiers in Kiev, in the capital of Ukraine, and in Kharkov. Kharkov is the most industrial city of the Ukraine. They're putting so many bombs and this, and old children, women, old men sitting underground. There is no food, no water sometimes. You can imagine. And the beautiful, beautiful temple in Kiev, in the capital of Ukraine. They can put bombs there. But you see, now the fight goes on the streets now. You can imagine? On the streets, the Russian soldiers came inside. So this is temporary also. This position is asat. And those who are becoming grief, or who are happy that he killed so many other soldiers, this asat platform. So we should not go deeper to this. But we should think about devotees who are suffering now due to this. And in Bhagavad Gita 16:19, Shri Krishna says to Arjuna, those who are envious and mischievous. This is about impersonalists, Mayavadis. They're envious to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And there are so many tricks they are imagining in their mind. They have wrong concepts. This is, we should be careful. Not have wrong concept. Even we are in asat. So he said, those who are envious and mischievous, who are the lowest among men, I perpetually cast into the ocean of material existence into various demoniac species of life. So Krishna knows everything. So after death, these demons, they're going into different abominable forms of life eternally. And we should never ever even listen, even read, even listen, even touch the Mayavada philosophy, because this is calamity. When they will take your soul, eternal soul from your body, and they're throwing the soul to the asat. Because Srila Prabhupada said, those who are listening even one word from impersonalists, they also will be doomed, because they are making the greatest offense to Krishna. They are saying that Krishna has no form, when Krishna has the most beautiful form. And he has no activity, but he does so many leelas. He performs so many activities. He creates so many universes. He created us. How he is not doing anything? That's why this is the greatest offense unto the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Say, think, even in your heart, I never saw Krishna. Maybe he does not exist. Even this will be offense. So be very careful in your thoughts, in your dealings, and you should recognize where is impersonalist and where is personalist. Just take to the Bhagavad Gita as it is. That's why Srila Prabhupada wrote this book. So many publications before was of Bhagavad Gita, more than 500. But he took the great endeavor to translate and write Bhagavad Gita as it is, without any his own intentions, motives. That's why we are very fortunate. And don't lose this fortune. We are so fortunate. First of all, we are in human form of life, the most intelligent among all other species of life. Even more than demigods. Demigods want to take birth in Vrindavan, especially in this Kali Yuga, because very easy to get liberation. Just go to Krishna. That's why we are most fortunate. We are in human form of life. We are sitting in Vrindavan and discussing Leelas of Krishna, and then we have our Acharya, Paramahamsa, His Divine Grace, Abhay Charanaravinda, Srila Prabhupada, who leads us. He continuously. He's not gone, he's here. He continuously leads us further. And he said, the future of my disciples, we are also disciples, we are grand disciples of him. So he said, the future of my disciples are very, very, very bright. So take to this, stick on this, and never go to some other side of the path is straight, and no go to the street on the sides. Thank you very much. If somebody has some question, I can answer 1-2 questions. Yes, please.
We are here in this room.
Yeah.
This is the Purport room. Mm-hmm. You have to speak about this.
Yeah. So you have comment. You need, no?
You forget to tell us.
Ah.
We are sitting in the room of Prabhupada.
Yes. Yeah. Prabhupada's room. Thank you very much for your attention.